budget. The very good news is that the House worked very hard not to have any kind of tax increase, especially making sure we return car tax money. That means a tremendous amount to our constituents. If you live in Fairfax, it's about $211 million. For Chesterfield, it would mean for all taxpayers about $41 million, and across the state a total of $2 billion.
We both put that back in so that the car tax relief program would continue as it had been. So it's back in the budget. It's back on schedule to support local tax relief. Came about as a result of the Republican House members, the Republican Senate members all saying, no way, we're not going to defund that program.
I heard a lot from a lot of constituents and Republicans on fees. We did no fees in the budget, whether or not they had a nexus to a service or not. Governor Kean put in over $145 million worth of fees. We really tried to look at every program, whether it be health, K-12, etc., and really tried to not fund some of the things we thought just weren't priorities. I'll give you an example. Pre-kindergarten, which is a non-SOQ program, went from $35 million to $75 million under Tim Kaine. And so what we did with that program is we block granted it with several other non-core programs and let localities decide exactly how they want to spend the money. The other great Republican principle was, and it's exactly the opposite of Washington, is we had about $200 million worth of additional revenue we found out the last week, and we took that, about 2/3 of it, and we put it aside to replenish our rainy day fund. We're going to meet with the governor, who's going to give us our marching orders for the conference. He'll be very happy. We were able to keep about $54 million in the budget for jobs and economic development, which was his key plank. And so I'm sure he's going to tell us to go forth and do well with jobs. And so that will be something that we'll do, and then we'll go into conference. And conferences when the Senate gets together with the House and we basically try to get a budget out of here. I think 2 or 3 big sticking points. The Senate has almost probably about $450 million worth of fees in their budget. We're certainly not going to go for that kind of level. That'll be a big bone of contention.